Emily, I'm going to be taking your husband from you now. I get that this is all happening on the day of your wedding, but he's going to be with me now. We're going to run away with one another for our love's sake, since that's the only thing the both of us ever wanted. He said that he's left you with the divorce papers and all, so you fill them out and get them to the courthouse as soon as possible. And once you've done that, make sure to let me know so that the two of us can get married and be a happy couple for the rest of our lives. I'm asking you, who the hell is this ex-husband of mine you're talking about? Who the hell is he? Does this have anything to do with those nonsensical messages you were texting me 3 years ago or something? Are you talking about those messages about how I was talking to your husband and running off with him for our love's sake? Yeah, whatever the hell that was about. None of that made any sense to me because the man I'm with right now is my first husband, and I so happen to be his first wife, which means neither one of us have ever been in a situation where we've gotten a divorce. And from what my husband has told me, he's never even heard about you before and doesn't care to. What? What the hell's all that about? That wedding happened between you both 3 years ago, and it ended up getting canceled after your groom and I ran away from there anyway. There is no way you just forget about all of that happening and about the divorce as well. And are you just imagining things now where you think you're still married to your ex or something? That's so hilarious. And by the way, that's kind of scary that you'd be so delusional still. I never had any kind of a wedding before, though. My husband and I only ever went to have pictures taken of us in my wedding dress and his tuxedo, but that's all. Huh? Both my husband and his family understood that I had to cut ties to all my family before getting married. All because not a single one of you cared about me and made my life a living hell. So my husband never had to go out to meet with any of you, which means he not only doesn't know who you are, but he doesn't even know my parents. Again and again with this kind of crap. When you were the one that had such a disappointing wedding 3 years ago. It was at that sad excuse for a wedding that your husband fell head over heels for a beautiful woman like me and said that he'd leave you and come and join me as we ran away. The fact that you would lie so much right now in order to try and forget about that day. Are you really okay mentally? Do you need to go and get yourself a therapist in order to deal with all the trauma? Really, if you're going to try lying your way away from all of those bad memories, you have to try a bit harder than that. I seriously have no idea what you're going on about right now. Well, either way, this is what's going to happen now. You can have your ex-husband back now because I no longer need him. Jesus Christ.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough
and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No I'm not giving up, no I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Gone on with Billy these past 4 years, I'll stop talking with you and never bother you again. So just tell me things that pertain to her and I'll be on my way. I guess I'll do that for you. When it comes to Billy, we disowned her 3 years ago. What? You and Dad disowned her? After all that time spent spoiling the hell out of her, you guys got rid of her? What the hell happened that could cause you guys to disown her? She went and had sexual relations with a married man. And not just any married man, but one who was her boss. Oh, what a disgusting dog she is. So? Early that morning, on the day of her boss's wedding and all, she came barging into the place, making it obvious to everyone that she had something with him. She then took him by the hand, and then they both ran out of there screaming about how they were running away together for their love's sake. That led to the whole wedding being all thrown out of order, and I had to be the one to deal with it. So, those things she was going on about 3 years ago were that? From there, nobody was able to find those two, and because of that, both your dad and I had to be the ones to take full responsibility for everything she'd done, because she could never be found. We had to sell the house, and now we're both living together at your dad's parents' house, having to take care of them still. What? But weren't both of you and Grandma really, really at odds with one another all the time? That's right, we were. And we still are to this day, which has led me to go thin because of all the stress I've had to endure in my age. But I don't have a place to go home to myself anymore. Emily, you ran away from us just before we could have used you the most, leaving us with nobody to rely on at all. We were left with no other place to go back to, so the only choice I had was to live with your dad's parents at their house. Is that right? That's what I expected to happen to you both, though. Then you're aware that Billy mistook that man, her you want? Are you finally going to tell me that you want your ex-husband back and will take him out of my house? To start things off, that man you continue to call my ex-husband happens to be the man you called your boss at the company you were once working for before you ran away with him during his wedding, right? His name's Ryan, right? That's right. I never thought that he was married to you all that time before I got him out of there. Why do you think that he was my husband, though? I was never aware of who he had been married to at first, but then when he and I got to our first hotel together, he sat me down and started to tell me all of the details about his wife and the kind of woman she was. You and her shared the same name, you guys graduated from the same university, and you even grew up in the same place. That's when it came to me that his wife was my older sister. I know that Ryan's a very cool man with a massive house and a lot of money, and that's why I wanted him as my man and all. But when I learned that he was your man of all people, I thought that things would be even more fun now, having just stolen him from my sister's wedding. So, with that kind of reasoning, you went and destroyed someone else's family? Well, come on. I thought it would be awesome as hell to make your life go from heaven to hell in a matter of seconds after stealing him from you. How frickin' sad. Huh? Here's the facts for you then. I just spoke with both Mom and Dad and asked them about what happened 3 years ago. Huh? You have no idea what kind of trouble you both put Mom and Dad through after you ran away with that married man, right? Well, not really, no. And after I'd first broken up with Ryan not too long after, I called Mom and Dad telling them that I'd be going home to live with them again. But when I said that, the both of them told me that I was disowned and nothing more. All right. So you don't know anything about how Mom and Dad were forced to sell their house after you ran off with that man because his wife had forced those two to pay your settlement off? What? And you don't know a thing about how now Mom is having to live in her own hell now, being forced to act as Dad's parents' slave all the time since they're having to live together. Huh? And about how Ryan's wife has the same name, is the same age, and went to the same schools as me. What? In other words, you haven't known about a single one of those things for the past 3 years and have just been living life like you'd done nothing at all, right? Huh? Wait, what are you going on about? And wait, you guys have the same name and all? Really, the only difference was what we went to college for. I was there learning international languages, and she was there studying economics. But she and I were never friends with one another and had never really seen one another in person either our whole lives. In reality, recently was my first time ever learning about how someone with the same name and age as me, who went to all the same schools as me, exists. Huh? Are you kidding me? Also, when it comes to myself, I had to save up my own money and such to go to college, and so I didn't start going to school until a year after all. coming back asking for my help again? I need money! $80,000! No. You give me that money right now! You're asking me for $80,000 right now, so no. Wait, does that mean you went back to Mom and Dad at Grandpa's house? I did, all right, and now they're both coming after me. After being disowned by the both of them, you went and did the most brainless thing possible? Because I thought that since I'm pregnant right now and will be having them soon, I could use them as a way to get Mom and Dad to take me back into the family again. But when I came to the front door to see them, they both started to yell at me, saying they had lost $80,000 having to sell their home and pay for the settlements, and that I'd need to pay them back right now. Although they did say that since I'm pregnant, I could stay at Grandpa's house with them all. But after I had the baby, they were going to be putting me to work. I don't know what place they'd be putting me to work at, but I could tell that Uncle Rich has something in mind for me. He said to Mom and Dad that he knows of a company that's meant for wayward dogs like me, and that they could send me there to work doing manual labor for the rest of my life so I'd learn my place. Oh, right. Oh, he's talking about that all-female rock quarry that's run by the nunnery. A rock quarry run by nuns? They told me that I'd be forced to cry all of my tears away at a place like that. My husband told me that one of his old classmates was forced to go there and work 10 years after she went and beat her kid. He told me all about how before she was forced to go, she was this crazy woman that never listened to her family or her own husband and would constantly yell at her son. But after 10 years of being there, she came out this holy woman who acted like she'd never even think about doing something evil like that again. Huh? What kind of place is that? For some reason, I'm shaking out of fear right now. Well, from what I've heard, a place like that is beyond strict, and it is meant to break your soul and build you a better one. Then why? Why the hell do I have to go and work at a place like that anyway? Why am I not being allowed to go and work at a normal place around the house, like a restaurant or a cafe, like other women my age do? Well, look at it this way. When looked at by those outside the family, you are a total bitch that needs to be taught 500 lessons or so. Huh? I'm a total bitch? Why the hell am I the total bitch here? So you really are unaware of all the horrible things you've done to everyone? You explain to me right now what makes me more of a bitch than all the rest of you. The fact that you even need to be explained to why you're a bitch goes to show that you're too far gone and need some real help. Huh? Oh, that's right. One other thing. Seems that Ryan went out and checked to see if the baby inside you is really that boyfriend's of yours or Ryan's. What? After you had broken up with him for your current man, you went and had sex with him a few more times behind your boyfriend's back, right? Wait, if it is your current boyfriend's baby, then nothing else will be done about it. But right now, Uncle Rich is wanting to take you in to have an exam done to see whose baby that really is. He wants to get a DNA test done on the baby? Well, when all of that starts to be put into motion, I'm not going to be the one around telling you the information about it. What? I've also made a promise with both Mom and Dad that once things have calmed down between us, we are never going to talk to one another again, like things have been for the past 4 years. Wait, hold on a second. And in order to uphold the promise I made to you all a long time ago in cutting ties, I have to say bye to you as well. Baby after testing was done on its DNA. In the end, it was never found out who the baby's father really is. Due to things not going right with Billy whatsoever, my uncle, as well as both my parents, agreed to start talking about having the baby sent to a foster home after it was born. And with a man like my uncle on the case, I think things are going to turn out all right for the baby, even if Billy tries to fight, saying she wants to keep it. It's been a few months now since then, and having given birth to her baby and having a few months to relax, Billy is now on her way to work. When she stepped out of the house one day to get the mail and everything, thinking she'd be just fine, a black van pulled into the driveway and she let out a scream when 3 nuns came out of it. She was grabbed off the front porch when she couldn't get back inside the house thanks to my grandpa locking the door on her, and now she's being taken out to that quarry, where she'll be living in the nunnery nearby and will have no access to the outside world. Currently, she is bawling her eyes out every single day because of the harsh beatings she gets from a lot of the nuns there, who say that they are beating the devil out of her so that she can get back to work and pay her parents back. And you know what? That is just the kind of place that a complete and total dog like my sister really belongs, and I hope that she'll have to stay there forever. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.